Hello friend, welcome back to Safe at Homestead. And for those of you who are new here, welcome. I am so happy you've decided to join our little family. My name is Elena and I am mini steading here in the desert of New Mexico on 1600 square feet. So I have mentioned the Three Rivers Homestead Every Bit Counts challenge to you before, and I have taken on that challenge. So what it involves is preserving something every day for the entire month of August. It doesn't have to be a ginormous canning day where you can 50 jars of whatever. It can be as easy as just dehydrating a few herbs, and that's actually something that I have planned to do. So come along with me, hang out with me for the next few days and see what we can get done for the Every Bit Counts challenge. Time to shell the eggs. All right, you guys, so for day 2 of the Every Bit Counts challenge, we are going to be making pickled eggs. This is something that I've never made before but always wanted to, and for that reason I'm only making 1 jar. If it works, if we like it, I'll be making several more because we are overrun with eggs right now. Okay, so in this pan I have 3 cups of white vinegar and 1 cup of water. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of coarse salt. This is half a teaspoon, so 1 teaspoon of coarse salt. And a 1/3 cup of sugar. Yeah, this is a 1/3 cup. Okay. And we want this to come to a boil, and as soon as it boils we'll turn it down and simmer for 5 minutes. The other things that we're going to be putting in here are pickling spice, pepper flakes. I mean, I'm following a recipe loosely. I don't have all the things, but it sounds like you can put just about anything. It calls for 1 onion cooked. I'm going to use my pickled red onions. I don't have any dill, so I am going to use dill essential oil. And of course you have your eggs. Oh, and some bay leaves. And a clove of garlic. So I need to get a clove of garlic. And let's see, that's about it. So right now let's bring this to a boil and then let's simmer it for 5 minutes and then we'll put it all together. Actually, the bay leaves and the pickling spices also go into this mixture, so I just added that. I think I'm going to omit the pepper flakes. I grabbed the pepper flakes because I could not find my pickling spices, but I did, so I'm going to omit this. So okay, we are waiting for this to come to a boil. Okay, so I do like the idea of the dill, so I went ahead and put 2 drops of dill. I'm not a fan of dill, but I like dill pickles, so alright, so it says to put 3 eggs in your jar. And then put your dill and your onions. Oh, I forgot the garlic clove. Let's put a garlic clove. Oh, I smell the dill. Since these cloves are kind of small, I will go ahead and put 2. Spoon is not working very well. Why did I think that would work? So it says put the garlic on the bottom, but this I won't be able to tell you how we feel about it till, let's see, mid-week next week, because it says 3 to 4 days is the time that it should be refrigerated. Okay, and then I am going to put these onions instead of regular cooked onions. And then it says to I mean, it says you could put red, rather that you could put beets. It says you could put jalapenos. So basically you can do whatever you want with this. That's 6, right? Okay, 1 second. Sorry, someone came to the door. Okay, so continuing with this. Let's see, what do I have in there? 9. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, so this is 10, 11, 12. Kind of excited for this. I hope it works. And you know, I'm gonna try several different types and flavors, because I'm not gonna go based on one flavor and say we don't like it. We like pickled things, so okay. Let's stir this. What I love about this is you don't have to can it. Whoops. I might be able to do a pint size jar with what's left over in here and the leftover eggs. Oh, yay. It looks really good. Let's take one of these bay leaves out so that the other jar can have bay leaves. Okay. All right, that is it. Oops. Let me get a cover. How easy was that? And look how pretty. So in 3 or 4 days, I will know how we feel about this, but it's kind of exciting. So day 2 of the Every Bit Counts challenge is done, and I did pickled eggs. See you guys tomorrow. And I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I mean, I have some idea, but I'm not sure. Never sure. But I'll see you then. Bye. If I didn't see this with my own eyes, I don't think I would believe it. These birds are... That is a tomato plant that they are pulling the leaves from. And they were over here at my cucumber plant doing the same thing. Look at this. You would think this was a tomato hornworm on this cucumber, but it's the birds. I'm so afraid that they will pull the flowers, which means I won't get cucumbers. Look at these. Look at that. That is a bird. I have got to figure something out. Got to figure something out. Here's another spot where they've taken the leaves. And you can see here how they've eaten this leaf. Look, you guys, my first cucumber. It's the Suyolong. You know what I'm concerned about really? Ooh, here's another one. I am concerned that if these birds are, look at that, if they are so thirsty, I'm guessing it's thirst, if they're so thirsty that they are picking leaves, what will they do when they realize that there's fruit? Ugh, I don't know. Well, this tomato's coming along. I'm surprised. I still don't think it'll make it. But there are some flowers on the Bait Alpha cucumber. So that's good. And the two early fortunes are coming along. I'm gonna have to figure something out, you guys. Any suggestions? Back in the shed. We came in here the other day and consolidated all the tomatoes. Oh, so we got this bag, and we have a bag down in there. Oh, and a bag over there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need 2 hands for this. I'll meet you guys back in the kitchen. I like keeping my butter on the counter, and because I like butter to be soft, but with this heat, even with cooling this area of the house and closing off the back area, I said house, but you know I mean RV, it is melting. It is not soft, it is melting. So I'm gonna, for now, keep this in the fridge. So here are the tomatoes. There's this part, this bag. These are slicing tomatoes. These are Romas. You guys, when I tell you I had 2 Roma tomato plants, just 2. And look, this is just a fraction of what I got from my tomato plants last year. I will tell you, it feels strange not to have tomatoes growing. I was battling tomatoes, especially the cherry tomatoes. I was so overrun with them, I decided not to plant any this year. And I don't know if I had planted them, would they have grown? Or would they have the same problem as everything else in my garden? Who knows? You know what I decided to do? I'm going to weigh these just for fun and see how many pounds we get. I don't know if, let's see, I don't know if I can weigh them. This might be too heavy. Oh, it's definitely too... It can't decide, but it's like 4.5 pounds. One and a half pounds. This one's really heavy. This is definitely not accurate, but I'm definitely not putting any weight on it. 6.1. So what did I say the first one was? 4.5, 1.5, 6.1, just 6 pounds. So that's 10, 11 pounds. Almost 2 pounds. So 13. 15. And 4.5. So 19.5 pounds approximately. This is all the tomatoes that are left. We made some pasta sauce a few weeks back, and definitely with the slicing tomatoes, we're going to make just tomato sauce, just plain old tomato sauce, and maybe some of the Romas. But I want to see if I can find something else to do with the other Romas. So, welcome to day 3 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. So normally I would cook these down in my Instant Pot. I only have one Instant Pot right now. It's the Instant Pot Max. It's the one that has the canning feature. And oh, they fit. Okay, so I am doing it in this pan because I am going to be canning them in the Instant Pot. So I need to have that available to put my pints in. So I'm just going to add some water to this. And just put about a cup. Get that started. And I'm going to go look for some ideas for the Romas. I would love to make salsa. I know I don't have all the things I need, but I am going to try. Let's see what we find. So these are cooking down pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add some Romas. The next step will be just to blend them up and can them. I mean, it's super easy to make sauce. I don't peel the tomatoes. Even when they're not frozen, I don't peel them. I find that they get blended up pretty well with the hand mixer. What do you call that? The stick blender. You'll see. It's breaking down. I had to separate it into 2 pans because it was getting a little bit too full, and I was getting a little bit worried that it would overflow. Okay, all the tomatoes are well, most of the tomatoes are soft and mushy. As I find them, I just break them up a little bit. So you can see how watery this is right now. I am going to turn the stove up a little bit and let it cook down a little bit. I mean, not a lot, but I want it to be a little bit thicker than it is right now. So right now it is on the lowest setting on my stove. So now I'm going to turn it up to maybe medium and see if I can get some of the water out. Hey guys, let's order some seeds together. I am waiting for those tomatoes to cook down, and I have a short list of seeds that I wanted to get from Haas Tools. So let's do that. This green magic broccoli is the first thing on my list, and here is why I want to get it. It is heat tolerant. You can grow it later in the spring and earlier in the fall, and it only takes 55 days to mature. So I'm going to get a packet of those. I forget how many days I have left in my area, but I'm going to check that here in a sec and share that with you. Alright, there's the green magic. Alright, what else do I have? The grenade yellow squash. I think... Let's see if it comes up with... Well, maybe I need to spell it properly. How about that? Okay, grenade squash. Here we go. I'm trying to find things that I know will have enough time to grow in this area, and look at that. That's why I want... Oh, they look just like grenades. But they're small, so it won't take them as long to grow. So 40 days is all I need to grow this. Let's see. Bright yellow, egg shape, yep, high yielding, disease resistant, all good things. So let's get a packet of that. Okay. Next on the list is green zebra. I'm not sure why I put that one on the list, but let's see. Green zebra tomato? No, oh, here it is. Green zebra zucchini. I might have to look at that tomato to see what that's all about. Oh, yes, yes. Green zebra. I've seen these on a few people's channels, and they looked interesting, and they look nice. And people have good things to say about them. So let's see what's good about this besides the variegation. They're productive, they're bush habit, great for steaming and fry. Oh, 50 days to maturity. Okay, 50 days. I have 50 days. Of course, I won't be planting these today or tomorrow. Let's hope Haas Tools is fast with their order. Second week would be of August would be the ideal, well, the latest that I would like to plant these. What else is on my list? Let's go back to that green zebra tomato, just out of curiosity. Let's see, what can we learn about that? Maybe it can be something for next year. Oh, that's interesting. What does it say about it? 1.5 to 2.5 pound fruit, packed with flavor, tangy, crisp, indeterminate, productive throughout the warm growing season. That's good to know. 75 days. I'm going to make a note of that for next year, because anything that works well in the heat is good. And they look really interesting. Okay, next on my list, green griller squash. You guys, I can smell the tomatoes on the stove. I hope, well, I don't think they're burning. I think they're fine. Green griller. I think this is a small kind of, yeah, round zucchini as well, because it's something that will grow quickly. Yeah, it looks almost like the grenade squash. Okay, well, let's read just to make sure. Perfect for slicing and grilling. Heavy yields. Open bush plants. Few spines, yay. Egg-shaped, 5 inches long. 40 days. Perfect. So let's add that one to our cart. 40 days is good. I don't have that much time, you guys, but I am determined to have something growing this fall, since summer is semi-bust. Oh, burgundy broccoli. This might be I don't know, this might be a broccoli raw, or, well, let's just see, because it has to be something that's going to grow fast. Okay. Stunning hybrid, beautiful deep purple florets. Grow it anywhere in the country with exceptional results. Okay, you guys, get yourself some of these wherever you are. It'll grow. It's tolerant to a wide range of temperatures. That's good. It's a sprouting variety. Yeah, so it's not a broccoli raw, but it's kind of, it's not a one big head, and that's probably why I chose it. It creates one moderate, what? It creates one moderate to the small main head, but then starts producing generous side shoots. Okay. Only 40 days to maturity. Whew. Definitely putting this one on the list. Oh, why did I okay, let's add that. I guess if it, whoa, no, we don't want 5,000 seeds for $239. Let's choose the 100 seeds for $4.99. Add to cart. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to get, I'm not sure if it's here in Haas Seeds. It's called Green Machine. Let's see if they have Green Machine. It's why do I have green, what? I have zucchini and I have pepper. Okay, so they don't have that. Okay, that's fine. Where's my cart? Let's make sure I didn't order 1,000 seeds of anything else. Okay, that all looks good. the green magic broccoli, grenade squash, zebra zucchini, green griller squash, and burgundy broccoli. I'm excited about the burgundy broccoli. All right, you guys, I just placed my order. I decided to pass on the green machine broccoli. I hope I don't regret that, but I have some other broccoli seeds, and I think the other purple one is of more interest to me, and I think it'll do better. Okay, so this is still a little on the watery side. I turned this one off a while ago. Look how thick that is. I might just add this to this and see what it looks like. This has cooked down quite a bit though. And then I'm going to turn it off and let it cool, and then I'm going to blend it. And then we'll come back when I start canning. I'm also going to wash my jars. Alrighty, let's start blending these. I'm looking at the seeds in these. I don't usually have this many seeds, and I am thinking whether I should strain it. Ugh, I don't want to strain it, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. We are putting, yep, half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of salt in each jar. I am going to go ahead and put, yeah, I'm going to do 6 jars. I'm pretty confident I will get at least 6. If not, I'll use it for something else. And then we want to have some citric acid, or some acid I should say. You could use citric acid. I like to use lemon juice. This is Santa Cruz organic lemon juice, and you need 1 tablespoon. If you were doing quarts, you would want to double this amount, but one tablespoon. Okay, let's fill these and hope that we get 6. If we get 6, I will do 3 and 3 so that I can, you know, it'll be more jars instead of just having 2 jars in the pressure canner or having to think about something else to add to the pressure canner. By the way, I decided against taking the seeds out. It's not really that bad. This is messy, huh? I think it's me. I cannot find my debubbler anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these up and bring you guys back. Show you how many I got. Okay, you guys, I got 8 pints. Yay. So I'm going to wipe these rims. This is good because then I get 2 full canners. Oh, I have to debubble. Ugh, I hate debubbling. And I don't have my debubbler. So let me just get the bubbles out of these, if any. I mean, you don't think there's going to be bubbles, but I can see bubbles coming to the top. So I'm glad I'm doing it. So you fill the jars to 1/2 an inch headspace. Wipe them, put the covers on, pop them in your canner. And for, let's see, 4 pints, I think the instructions said 35 minutes. I'm using the, let me show you what I'm using. I'm using the Complete Book of Home Preservation by Ball. And they have a seasoned, they have an Italian sauce, tomato sauce recipe, and just a seasoned sauce recipe. And I thought about doing the seasoned one, but then I changed my mind because really I don't want to be limited how I can use these. If I'm going to make chili, then I want a different flavor profile than if I'm going to make some kind of Italian dish, right? So I decided not to put any seasoning at all. I mean, when I buy it from the store, I buy plain, no seasoning. So that's what I'm trying to replicate here. This is exciting. I feel so good, you guys, because these tomatoes are from last year. Last season. No tomatoes this year, so in a way I feel good that I have them so that I can do something tomato. I was thinking, man, I'm not gonna have any tomatoes to preserve, at least not from my garden. So I'm glad to have these still from last year, and it's making my freezer emptier, which is the goal. So a couple of goals achieved here. Making the freezer emptier so that I can fit the cow, a quarter of a cow, and doing something for the Every Bit Counts challenge, and just having tomato sauce. The main thing, not the main thing, but probably what I use tomato sauce most for is chili. We make a lot of chili. The Mr. loves chili, so he's always happy when I make it. Therefore, I make it a lot. All right, I need to get covers for these two. And then I'm going to start popping them in. I'll leave these 4 out. And because it's only 35 minutes, it won't take too long. Then I'll pop these in. Alright, you guys. So I'm going to stop here. I was thinking I would do another project. And I might still do it. I think it's going to be pizza sauce is what I'm going to do with these Romans. It'll encourage me to make pizza. I want to make pizza. Just the idea of making the crust is intimidating slash I'm thinking of the time, but come on, it's just dough. You make bread, so you can make pizza crust, right? I will do that, but whether I do it with you guys or not today or tomorrow, it's definitely something that's going to be done for the Every Bit Challenge, Every Bit Counts Challenge. All right, so I'll see you guys when I get back to working with tomatoes. Bye. 2 things. You can either do this in the water bath canner or you can do it in a pressure canner. I am doing it in the pressure canner because I don't want to heat up my house anymore, which presents a problem. I should have only filled it to 1 inch headspace because I'm doing it in the canner. I really do not want to water bath can it. I was confusing the 2 processes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the pressure canner anyway, and it's only 15 minutes, not 35. So it is a little, it's fuller than it should be, but you know what? I am going to give it a try. I really don't want to. I guess I could open it and take some out. Why don't I do that? I will open them and take a little bit out so that it's only 1 inch headspace, so that it is 1 inch headspace, and then I will pressure can. That's what I will do. Okay, this time is really bye to the next video. Good morning, friends. I got up a little early today because apparently, at least not in the book that I'm using, I can't find a pressure canned pizza sauce recipe. and I need to turn on the pressure canner, which means I need to be boiling this for 35 minutes in here. So I got up early to do it while it's still a little bit cooler outside. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is my pressure canner, and just so I don't confuse anyone, I am not pressure canning it. If I could pressure can it, I would use my Instant Pot Max, but you can use this to either pressure can or water bath can. The reason I can't water bath can it in the Instant Pot is because, oops, it is designed just to fit your pints, and it comes up to like about here. And for for water bath canning, you need to cover your jars. Actually, even if I could cover my jars, I couldn't boil it consistently for 35 minutes in the Instant Pot. There is no feature to do that. Yeah. So I am going to be using this. I do have a big, like a big pan that I water bath can in sometimes, but it's a big pan. It's taller, and yeah, I just don't want to deal with pulling it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. This has a little trivet at the bottom. That big pan doesn't, and I have to get a what do you call it, a dish towel or something to put inside. Anyways, this is going to be easier. I'm going to do this. I am debating though about what I am making. I'm going to measure what's in here and see how much. I did this last night. I didn't think I needed to bring you guys along again to see the same process. I am going to blend that, and then I'm going to measure it and see how many pints I can get before I decide whether or not to add this batch to it. If I can get enough and I don't need to add this batch, I'm gonna make what am I gonna make? Oh, I'm gonna make just crushed tomatoes, because the other thing that I use in making my chili is crushed tomatoes. So I use the crushed tomato and I use the tomato sauce. I probably will either mash this one or just barely blend it, because I don't want it to be the sauce. Alright, so let me get to measuring, first blending and then measuring this to see if I can get enough to make maybe 4 jars of pizza sauce. Oh, by the way, I was looking around in my pantry and I found 5 jars of pizza sauce. I stopped looking once I got to 5, and they're from 2021, not 2022. So I really need to make pizza and use that up. Alright, I have my spices added. It was just salt, pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. Oh, I forgot the lemon juice. I'm going to add the lemon juice right now. It says to stir and make it to the consistency of thin store-bought pizza sauce. Well, mine is already pretty thick, and I like it like that, so I won't cook it for very long at all. I just want to heat it up. So let me add the lemon juice, and then we'll jar these up. Alright, I got the 4 pizza sauce jars in the canner. And now this is the tomato puree, or crushed tomatoes actually. And I have to fill these up to this time I do fill them up to ½ inch. So it's a little bit different with water bath canning than with pressure canning. Okay, I think I'm going to get 3 jars of this, and because they look exactly the same in the jar, I tried to put the the pizza sauce towards the back. I'll show you in a sec. I tried to separate it from the crushed tomatoes. That way when I am ready to take them out, I know what's what. That looks like a little too much. Okay. All right, I'll bring you back when I have them all in the canner. Okay, so these 4 jars right here are the pizza sauce. And these that I'm putting in right here are the crushed tomatoes. So hopefully I will remember. I'll watch this video and I'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4 is crushed tomatoes and 1, 2, 3, 4 is pizza sauce. So as you can see, now that all the jars are in there, let me see. Let me use a fork or something. Yeah, as long as the jars are covered 1/2 inch to 1 inch, it's fine. So now all I need to do is bring this to a boil, and once it starts boiling, set the timer for 35 minutes, and then I'll be done. These 4 are pizza sauce. Oops. Now I wanted to show you one more thing. Look at that. I just wanted to show you how loose these are, because we didn't really tighten it, and the purpose of doing this process is to create the suction. So you can't create the suction if this is so tight that air can't escape. So you want some air to be pushed out by the process. Okay, so I will come back to these after they are cooled and labeled to show you guys. But right now I'm gonna go lay down because I'm not feeling so hot. I will see you guys tomorrow when we do day 5 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. We left here this morning early and got back this afternoon. We were so tired, we were so hot, we laid down and just relaxed and napped. It is 7:15 and I am tackling today's project. Today's project is my garlic. I am sitting here in the living room in my bed, well, at the edge of my bed. There's the garlic. And I have a container here for the garlic. I have a trash can right here. And I am just going to go to town. I am basically going to... Oh, this is the random... I don't know if you guys remember. This is the random hardneck garlic that I got in my bunch. But anyway, I'm just going to cut off the tops, cut off the roots, drop them in here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with them. Okay, so I finished taking the stems off and the roots and taking all the excess papers off, and now I am starting to separate the cloves and we'll take it from there. Hey everyone, so the last time you saw me I was peeling garlic. I got up and started moving around in my living room area and twisted my knee. I'm not sure what I did, but I was out for the count for the rest of Saturday and all of Sunday. And so we are a little behind, but we're going to try to make up time today. I know exactly what I have planned and had planned. I just couldn't get to it on Saturday and Sunday. So I peeled this much garlic. I'm not sure how much that is. Hold on. I just wanted to show you that I still have some garlic left. I have this much garlic left to peel. I will peel that today, and I forgot that I had these elephant garlic. I've never had used elephant garlic before, but I bought one from Walmart. I bought a few from Walmart and planted them, and this is what I got. Not sure I'll ever do them again. They're not really garlic. What are they? They have a very mild garlic flavor, but they are really leeks, I believe. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, the first thing we're gonna do with this garlic is get a measuring cup. Let's see if we can get 2 cups or 3 cups of garlic. I am thinking I might want to dehydrate some, but I have to figure out if I can plug this my dehydrator in the shed, because I don't think it would be a good idea to dehydrate garlic in the house. Yeah, it's very strong smelling. Okay, let's see. That is 2 cups. Do I want 3 cups? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on low. And we will basically roast this really slowly in the oil. And then we'll separate the oil from the garlic. And I'll have garlic confit in one container and garlic infused oil, which I will decant and put it into a bottle. So let's see how that works. Does that count as 2 different preservation projects? No. Okay, so that is project number 1, and we'll work on project number 2 as soon as I get some more garlic peeled. Okay, I just turned the stove off. It was starting to stick a little bit to the bottom, and it was, see how the garlic cloves are mashing? They are kind of soft. I want them to be mostly whole. So I'm just going to leave this here for a little bit. Oh, you guys, this is so delicious. This is mostly the garlic and a little bit of the oil, and I put some salt in it, and oh, I'm imagining it on meatloaf, burgers, pizza, oh, so many different things, steak. It's gonna be delicious. I really wish I had more garlic. I might just buy one of those giant bags of garlic from one of the big box stores like Costco, just so I can make a bunch of this. but I wanted to do a few different things with my garlic, and so that's the first one, garlic confit. Okay, and then the last thing I did was to pour the leftover oil into this jar, and it smells very garlicky, so it would be great to saute vegetables, to saute shrimp, to make dressings for salad, anything like that. Hey friend, so we are on day 6 of the Every Bit Counts challenge, and we are still working with garlic. So let's go. Alright, so the first project that I'm going to do as a way of preserving this garlic is to make some compound butter. And it's always so delicious when you go to seafood restaurants and they have compound butter, you know, butter with herbs or butter with garlic. That is the skin. So I wanted to try making some. I could not find any like real recipes, anything that could give me proportions. So I'm gonna wing it. I'm just gonna put some garlic in this processor, food processor, and I'm just gonna do it. And based on how much minced garlic I get, that's how I'm going to decide what to do. And this morning when I went out, I had to go out this morning and look at the garden because it rained yesterday. We had our first rain and of the season, if you can believe it. And it rained. It wasn't like torrential rain, but it rained all night. It made me so happy. I went out there and I even now have a blossom on one of my pumpkin plants. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. So anyways, let's get this processed. If you're wondering why I have this little food processor on this bowl, it's because all the outlets in the RV are up high, and this little thing has such a short cord that, yeah, I need to raise it up. Okay, so I am going to blend this up and see how much minced garlic we get. Okay, this is what we have. It's a little bit more than minced, which is great because it'll mix in very well into the butter. So when I went out to look at the garden this morning, I decided that I would try putting some basil in this compound butter, so I got some basil as well. And that, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the, I probably won't put it in the food processor. I will just mince it by hand. Oh boy, the house smells like garlic. Might need a little bit more, but I don't want to put too much. I don't want it to be overwhelmingly basil. Okay, I think I have enough basil, and I'm gonna make some basil tea with the rest. So I have 4 sticks of butter that I softened overnight, and I am going to work with 2 sticks. I think, yeah, I'm going to do 2 sticks of compound butter with Am I gonna do both with basil? Yeah, I'm gonna do both with basil. And that's all I'm going to put. If I had Parmesan cheese, I would put that in there. But do I have Parmesan cheese? Let me check. I don't, but I do have bacon. I'm not putting bacon in here, but I still have some bacon that's already cooked, and I just had the idea that crumbled bacon in here would be great when I'm ready to use it. Like, I wouldn't make it ahead and store it like that. Okay, how much of this should we put in? That's a big dollop. Whew. Smells strong. Let's just mix this well and see what happens, whether I feel I need to put another stick or whether I feel this is good. It is strong. I am going to put another stick, and if I ever make this, well, I will make this again. When I make this again, I think I will cook the butter. I'm sorry, cook the garlic, because I seem to remember somewhere that cooking the butter, I keep saying the butter, cooking the garlic stops that heat. When you cook the garlic, it stops the heat. It's caused by a compound called allicin, I believe. Allicin. And that's what gives garlic its spiciness. Even though this is salted butter, I feel like it needs some salt. So I'm going to put a little salt. And then I'm going to just put this in the fridge just for a little while so it can stiffen up just a little bit. And then I'm going to roll it in some saran wrap or parchment paper, or if I can find something that I can store it in, a container, I'll do that. Okie dokie. So I just took the butter out. It's pretty solid, which is good. It gives me more time to work with it, to shape it. I'm going to leave some of this out because I think I'm going to maybe make some biscuits later, just to give it a try. Okay, so I already cut a little piece off of this, or a piece off of this parchment paper, and this is my first roll right here. So I was thinking about how to use this, and as far as when I'm ready to use it. So what I'm gonna do is just take it out of the freezer, cut some off, and put it in the fridge. Let's see. Yep. So it is longer, bigger than a stick of butter, but that's okay. That's it. So I'm just going to turn the ends, and I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag. And I have, look how much of this I have left. So I will probably make some more of this. But the next thing that we're going to do is simply put some garlic let's see, a good amount actually, maybe a little bit more than I did before. I need a spoon. And what I'm going to do with this is just make some little balls, like some little garlic balls. Just freeze them individually and then put them in a container that I can just take out one or two whenever I want it, whenever I need garlic in a recipe. If I want to saute some garlic for whatever reason. I can put some in a pan and saute it and then add some pasta, anything like that. And I will have it ready. I won't have to cut up garlic or anything like that. And every time I use it, I'm going to remember my garlic harvest. Do I want more? I'm going to put a little bit more, because it's mostly for the garlic, right, that I'm going, not for the butter. I thought of doing this with oil, but I didn't see how I would freeze it well. So just like before, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, let it get hard, and then I'm going to treat it like a cookie dough, something like that. I'll get a cookie sheet and just put some on there, run it outside to the freezer, and then when they are hard, I will put them in a container and then put some more till I get it all done. And then what was I gonna do with this? I'm not sure if I had a plan for that. And I actually have, look, I still have some garlic left. And I thought that I would make some fermented garlic with this. I have never done it before. I'm going to do a little bit more research. I want to know what it tastes like. I'm fermenting it in honey, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to see what people say it tastes like, or what. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Is it going to be sweet? Because I'm imagining it that it would be sweet and I would put it on biscuits, but I am not sure. So I'm going to wait and find out. Oh, camera shut off. I don't know where it shut off, but I was saying that I put a little smoked paprika in the compound butter. Very little. There was very little left in the container, but I added it to this compound butter. And what was left, I put in this little container here. I want to give it a try. I will report and let you guys know what it tastes like. I am going to make biscuits tonight, and I'm going to put this on the biscuits. As far as this goes, I'm going to do some research about the flavor. I have a feeling that it would be really good though, and I also am thinking that medicinally it would be good as well. So let me do some research, and then I'm going to decide what to do with this garlic. And then there's this garlic. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I will get back to you guys. Okay guys, I am going to trust the internet, and let me put some back in. Let me put it all back in here. I'm gonna put some honey on the bottom first. So, according to the internet, it tastes great. I'm just checking. I've been picking out some of the skin. Okay, so according to the internet, it tastes great. It is not garlicky. It's not strong. It tastes like garlic later. you taste the honey first, and then you get the garlic taste. That sounds good to me. It's also very smooth, supposedly. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep just those few cloves, and I'm going to go ahead and make a mess and cover. Okay, so I'm going to cover this and check it I'll probably check it every day. The one video that I just watched, it was 30 days fermenting. You want it to be submerged though. You don't want any of it to be above the honey, because then you're gonna get spoilage, and we don't want that. So I should have put this in a wide mouth ball jar, because I have those little fermenting pucks that I could put in and let it weigh it down, but I don't think it'll fit this. Hold on. Yep, I was just checking. It won't fit in here. It fits in the wide mouth jars. Okay, put that back. All right, so I am just going to be checking this on the regular. And you know what? As it softens, because it does soften, her garlic looked kind of dark. And it was very, it was like down to here. So I think what's going to happen is, as it softens, it's going to go lower and lower. It's going to get more mushy, porous, and it'll, maybe mushy isn't the right word, but it's going to soften and it's going to sink. I think at first it's actually going to float. That's what I think would happen. But as it starts to absorb the honey, it'll go down. Anyways, we'll keep our eye on it, and I will be sharing it with you guys from time to time. So that's what we're doing with the whole garlic. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is make the little balls for sauteing. I think the butter should be hard right now, hard enough to drop like cookie dough. Let's check and see. I should comment on the fact that she had it in a cabinet, out of sunlight probably, although she didn't say that. I don't have, well actually I do have a place that I just hate putting it there though, because I don't want to forget it and not check it. So I'm going to put it just at the top here. I'm going to put it up here. It's in semi-darkness. Right there. That's where I'm going to leave it. And check it every day. And I'll be able to see it every day. Okay, the garlic saga continues. So here I have these 12 little balls of garlic butter, and I'm going to take these out to the freezer. I didn't want to do 2 trays because I'm not sure how much room I have, if I can lay one in each freezer. So I'm waiting. I'm just going to take this one, and then I'm going to come back, and if I have room, then I will make another tray and take that out. So these are the garlic dollops. Oh, I just got back from outside. I was rushing because I wanted to finish up this last garlic project with you, and whew, I was afraid it would start melting. I brought a bunch of drumsticks in because that's going to be our next Every Bit Counts challenge project. We're going to be canning drumsticks. And I got an Instant Pot meal out of the freezer. This is cilantro garlic chicken meal that I put in the freezer a while back. Okay, so let's get to this garlic. Okay, so let's get to this last garlic project. It is it's just a plain garlic butter with salt. I did add some salt, and I went back out there and tried to score it because I thought I could break it if I just wanted a little bit, but that's not working. Some of them I cut too far, and that one broke easily. So it just depends. But anyway, this is going to be used if we just want to grab some butter and garlic. We'll just grab from this bag one big one, or there you go, a little one, put it in a pan, melt it, saute something, whatever it is you're sauteing. I just thought it would be a convenient way to have it. And this is the last project with the garlic. So let me show you what we've done, all the projects that we've completed. So I thought I was videoing and my camera was off. So let's get started again quickly before my stuff starts to melt. I have 2 logs of garlic butter with basil, compound butter, and 2 of plain garlic butter. If you remember, I had a bowl of minced garlic left and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just softened some more butter and did this. And notice, guys, I am labeling. Okay, I have 2 I don't know if this came out in the video or not, or the camera was off for this too, but anyway, I brought in the little, I'm calling them garlic dollops, garlic butter dollops. I put them in 2 separate bags so I can keep some outside and some in here in the inside freezer. This is our fermented garlic that we're doing. I tasted some of the honey this morning. Oh, it tastes so good already. I have some good ideas for what to do with this honey. So what I am doing is just stirring it. That's what I did this morning, stirred it so that whatever's on the top that may be exposed to air a little bit will be at the bottom. And if I do that every day, I don't expect that anything would go bad, any that's sticking out at the top, outside of the honey. So this is going to be, I'm going to try the garlic itself in 2 weeks and then again in a month just to see what I think. This is our garlic confit. This tastes so awesome. I'm just envisioning it on pizza, on burgers, on meatloaf. It tastes really, really good. I have a plan to get one of those big containers of already peeled garlic cloves from Costco or Sam's and making a bunch of this and freezing it because it is so delicious. And this is our garlic infused oil. I haven't used any of it yet, but it does taste very garlicky, so I'm sure I'll be using it either to fry things in, you know, saute is what I mean, or to make a dressing, or to put it in pasta, anything like that. So that is what we've done with our garlic. And then I'm not sure if this was in a video or if this got, this is when the video was off, but this is my 3 garlics that were the best ones that I grew, and I separated them and forgot that I put them in a separate place. And I probably will just use these fresh, unless I can come up with something special to do with these 3. And these are the elephant garlic. Probably won't ever do elephant garlic again, but I will use these as fresh garlic if I need any garlic. So that is it, you guys. We are going to continue with the Every Bit Counts challenge, but this is the end of, let's see, I don't know, this is either day 6 or 7, I can't remember, but we will continue together for the rest of the month canning. And as you can see, some projects are bigger than others. It doesn't have to be 10 cans of anything, like I've said before. Just put something away. And so my next project will probably be a little bit bigger, but like I said before, it doesn't have to be that size, any specific size. We're not about go big or go home here. We're about just preserving something. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. That way more people get to see it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Catch you guys soon.